Okay. What's the quality here? Why is it going to 480? Jesus. Honestly, it's 420, 480, 480p type content, I guess. So I guess that works. Okay, so today we're going to be watching and reacting to the IGN PvP build guide. I don't know if you're familiar with IGN guides, but in general, they tend to be a little bit terrible. And I heard about this one on Twitter, and I've heard it's a little bit of a meme, and I want to know exactly how bad it is. So today we're going to be watching it together. I know nothing. I know a little bit. I got spoiled a little bit of some of the content on this, but I just deeply want to experience this. And with all of you, we're going to do it together. We can get through this together. Let's get this going. Oh my God. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Nothing's happening yet. It's cute.
PvP in Elden Ring can be great fun, but also quite challenging.
The first line of the guide is wrong. PvP fun? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Competition have been honing their skills against demigods and dragons alike since release. We're going to show you the ins and outs of making a PvP build, as well as an example build using those principles.
If this is their example build, I hate it already. I hate it.
Here's how to best prepare yourself against the hardest of Elden Ring bosses, other players.
They're not wrong. Oh my lord.
Elden Ring is super flexible, so there are a ton of viable build options for any given situation. We're going to point out some of the better pieces of equipment and then create an example from those. But don't be afraid.
It's going to have Volgo. Like, okay, I get... Like, they're going to show some meta shit. Okay, they're going to show some meta shit. That's okay. It's okay, you know. I'm on the copium already.
To experiment once you've mastered the basics. If you're curious about where to get a particular weapon or piece of equipment, check out our written guide at IGN. When choosing pieces of...
Bloodhound up. No.
Armor for your character. The defensive stats are most important. Poise helps reduce stagger when you're attacked, which can be crucial for...
What? Sorry? How much points are you
showing
here?
Check out our written guide on IGN.
Yeah, okay.
When choosing pieces...
Sorry, how much poise are we running here, ladies and gentlemen? How much? Do you see the? I don't know if you're aware of the poise. There, but that's a lot of. What do you mean it's off screen? You can't see it? Oh shit! Oh right, because I have my shit set up fucked up. You can't see it? Hang on. Okay, I think we have to watch it like this. I'm sorry. It's because I have it fucked up. So we're just gonna watch it like this. Yeah, sorry. This character's level 209? No. You're fucking kidding me. You've heard of 150 PvP meta, but have you heard of 209? This is the definition of a poise monster. This is disgusting. This is not in any... Like, okay... All right, it's fine. Just give him a chance. You know why am I? You're being elitist, Wraff. You're being elitist. Yeah, elite is me.
Pieces of armor for your character. The defensive stats are most important. Poise helps reduce stagger when you're attacked, which can be crucial for squeaking out one last strike or managing a quick escape. Damage negation is equally important, allowing you to potentially take an additional hit or two. To this end, we recommend the Bull Goat set, or Silver Elk.
You can't make this shit up. Sorry, Verterin? Who? Bulgold set, Verterin set. Sorry, wow, I've never heard of the Verterin set before. It's fucking crazy. I should get myself some Verterin. They're not even proofreading. Like there's been 5 words on screen during this video, and there's a typo already. This is worse proofreading than FromSoft did. Worse proofreading their YouTube editor? No, this is worse proofreading than my Twitter account. Okay? And I don't proofread because it's funnier when I make typos. Those are the better tweets.
Alternative, like the lighter weight veteran set or the Omen set if you're into that kind of thing. These armors have high poise, along with equally high defensive stats,
I mean, like, yeah, but like, so you're just gonna say stack 500 billion poise, you're not gonna talk about like poise, like the math of the poise? Because, you know, I understand that these people are likely allergic to math. I mean, they're writers. I am too. Just FYI, I'm a writer. I'm an idiot. So not all writers are idiots, but I sure am. So they're not gonna do the math, but like they're not gonna talk about like how different poise lets you tank through different types of weapons. They're just gonna say have 500 billion poise. Like, sorry? Okay.
You need to keep your equip load to at least medium in order to dodge quickly. So if you don't have enough endurance to don one of these heavy sets, choose an alternative that'll keep you at medium
Not
load.
the
Heavyweight
Kevin
dodge
build.
rolls are easy to exploit and reduces your amount of invincibility frames. If fashion is your passion, rest assured that there are plenty of alternative ways to mix
Double
and match
bikes.
other pieces into one of these recommended sets.
Okay. Continuing. This is important. We're taking this very seriously, okay?
You can increase to certain stats or a passive buff like the Silver Tier Mask or the Spellblade set.
Okay. I mean, that's not wrong. You
There
do want
are a
to...
ton of viable weapon choices for PvP, so try out different weapons to see what suits your style. Your weapon choice will dictate how you allocate your stats. The most important differences between weapons are the pace of attacks, attack range, and weapon skills. You're looking for attacks that are hard to dodge, force the opponent to defend in predictable ways, or have powerful follow-up attacks. Rivers of Blood, for example, has excellent range and bleed buildup, making it very difficult to dodge and ideal for chipping away at your enemy.
It's fine. It's fine. They're not talking about literally some of the most toxic shit. It's fine. It's okay. Rivers is okay. Everything's fine. This is a fine video. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. And remember, I got a YouTube comment today. Rivers is not as overpowered as what you are doing, and you are an invader. You're choosing to invade someone who may happen to have two friends who can't complain. So, you know, that YouTube commenter is obviously this writer. It's fine. It's fine. Rivers is fine.
Of the later game weapons, such as Dragon King's Cragblade.
Oh, someone saw a YouTube video. Oh, this person definitely saw a YouTube video. 100%. Dragon King's Cragblade. I also said Cagblade. What am I even talking about with my mouth? Yeah, okay. Dragon King's Cragblade. So this person definitely looked up Elden Ring PvP and found some of the content creators' videos. 100%. Sacred Relic Sword? I don't even remember what that is. Oh, isn't that the Radigan recolor? And then Hand of Millennia. Okay, all right. So they fought Millennia. Okay, understood.
Sacred Relic Sword and Hand of Millennia offer weapon skills that also have these qualities. There are some powerful choices that are accessible relatively early on as well, such as the Bloodhound's
the Allenby sword. My bad.
or Eleonora's Poleblade. If you prefer using weapons with a customizable skill, try using the Ashes of War Hoarfrost Stomp.
No, you can't. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to laugh. Like, I laugh at everything, to be fair. But Hoarfrost Stomp... like, it's a meme, okay? Like, it was very strong, and it got nerfed to the dirt. Like, just so people don't know, that's why I'm laughing, is it got nerfed into the fucking dirt. It's not used anymore, really. So, you know, okay, all right, it's fine. It's fine.
Lose Earthshaker and Sword Dance. If you're planning
on Sword Dance is good. Earthshaker's good. Yeah, it's pretty poggers. It's the Effects for Life of IGN guides. It is. It's free content. Okay. So sorry, what that was correct. Like, that's okay. Yeah, I like Sword Dance. Is good. It's really hard to dodge because it's like big. And the other one they mentioned, yeah, sure. Wait. Sorry, I can't help but notice this chapter is titled Bloodhound Step in PvP. Sorry, what's huh?
Or have trouble recovering after close calls, there is a specific Ash of War that needs an honorable mention. Bloodhound Step, which can be used in quick succession to quickly teleport away from a fight. Or rush in if you need to quickly...
Sorry, is that the Blood Flame exploit? The thingy? Wait, no. You're not. Bloodhound Step. Hang on.
There is a specific Ash of War that needs an honorable mention. Bloodhound Step, which can be used in quick succession.
They're using the fucking exploit with Bloodhound Step? Are you kidding me? You must be joking. Okay, so here's the thing. Listen. I'm just a local dingus, but what I can fucking tell you is if you exploit, you are scum of the earth. This is an unintended exploit that they haven't patched yet because From hasn't touched anything apparently. So there's an exploit that you use. What is it? Fire's deadly sin or whatever. I think I've experienced it and never used it. Okay. So yeah, there was this thing called the Death Blight exploit or death, whatever. They basically use this skill and they would come up to people and it would cause people's Death Blight bar to fill up and they would insta die. And they fixed it because it was unintended. But what they didn't do, because they don't play test anything, FromSoft doesn't apparently, is they didn't patch it with bleed. So what oh my god, English. What you can encounter is people will come up to you and they'll be on fire and they will like poise stun you because it does poise damage when they come near you, and your bleed bar will just fill up by them being near you, and you'll have people just pushing it. And now we see right here someone using Bloodhound Step
to quickly teleport away from a fight,
to use the exploit on somebody, which is so many levels of vile because Bloodhound Step is so overpowered, like stupidly overpowered. Like it needs some fucking work. Okay, you know how I feel about Bloodhound Step. I've talked about it before. If you are an invader, you do you, boo. I don't care. I actually don't mind it that much because fortunately for me, a lot of my weapons just happen to sort of deal with it pretty well that I use in PvP. I don't love it, but I don't like hate it, if that makes sense. I'm kind of like, all right, it exists. It's fine. It needs a rework. I'm pretty neutral on it. But this is fucking scummy. This is really scummy. This is exploiting. Using broken shit. So you're using broken shit, which is already like a little, and we're talking about exploiting. That's vile. There's no excuse. I can't stand this shit. And they're promoting exploits. Okay.
If you need to quickly close a gap.
Okay.
If dodging isn't your thing, there are two other options you can add to your build to avoid damage. The first is the parry skill. It can be hard to do, mostly because you have to time your opponent's attacks perfectly. But if executed correctly, it'll set you up for a powerful critical hit. The parry Ash of War can be equipped to specific weapons and shields. Speaking of shields, blocking is the other alternative.
They're not going to talk about carrying retaliation or golden parry? Okay, that's fine, whatever.
The most important stats on a shield are its damage negation percentages and its guard boost. Ideally, your shield will have 100% physical
parry.
damage negation and the highest guard boost.
Use Bloodhound Step with exploits, but just parry, by the way. If you don't know how to dodge, which is significantly easier than parrying, just parry, brother. It's fine. Okay, I don't know, a little bit. I mean, they're not wrong. Like, I'm trying to criticize the shit that I think is, like, worth criticizing. But telling people to parry is okay. I do find it a little amusing that in the clip that they show, they don't show the player parrying, they show them getting parried, because apparently they couldn't parry for the clip. So they're just like, just parry. We don't know how, but, you know, here you go. Ugh, okay. It's fine. I'm not very good at parries myself, so I understand. They're very complicated with the online connection. They can be tough. I'm not trying to criticize that. It's good advice. They just could have been a little bit more thorough. They're not explaining, like, this is supposed to be very basic, and they're not explaining a lot of stuff very well.
Parrying is just aggressively dodging.
That's true. That's true, Volpine. Okay. So they're talking about blocking now.
As possible. This way you can reliably block physical attacks while spending as little stamina as you can. Although other types of damage still bleed through. To this end, we recommend the fingerprint stone shield.
No. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. No, please, God. Why? Not the fingerprint shield. I'm trying to be fair here, but you're memeing everything.
It can outright counter some people's narrow physical builds if the shield is maxed out and you're using the Great Shield Talisman. Once you've chosen your armaments, level them up as high as possible.
Okay, they're not really explaining it. Fingerprint shield is fucking toxic as hell to deal with. It causes frenzy, so people will just bash you with their shield, like run into you, and you'll just go, and then you'll go frenzy, and they'll be like, ah! And then they'll stab you. And it's like, duh! No. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Okay, go on.
To increase their base damage and their skills damage.
Okay.
The additional power is crucial.
Hey,
Staffs
I'm not against
and seals
Vikes.
are technically armaments, but they can only affect sorceries and incantations. Speaking of which, Although you could use both, the number of stat points needed to efficiently use sorceries
So
and
scared, dude.
incantation
I'm scared of what
is
they're gonna show
drastic.
me next.
So in most cases, it's better to choose one of these two spellcasting options to support your build.
Good God, this is
Incantations are
horrible
generally
to
the
watch.
stronger choice. They have better buffs, along with a diverse set of viable spell options. Flame Grant Me Strength and Golden Fowl's attack buffs stack with each other, for example.
Yeah, that's
Another
true.
great combo for incantation users is Fire's Deadly Sin and Blood Flame Blade. The fire damage aura from Fire's Deadly Sin will start to apply the bleed from Blood Flame Blade.
This is the exploit. This is an exploit. This is an exploit. No. Oh my God. Like, okay, it's unintended, but it's in the game, so it's fine. If you think that, go comment. Go write in the Twitch chat right now, or go comment on the YouTube video and call me elitist or whatever the fuck you want. Give me that engagement and then fuck off, okay? Because Jesus Christ, this is a fucking exploit. Ugh.
Making it easy to
They
punch.
already patched it with Deathblade is the thing. Okay, we know it's unintended because people are using it online and they removed it, but they didn't test to make sure it doesn't work with everything. Actually, not know it's an exploit? I mean, they don't seem to know much.
Tarnish you like to run. Don't count sorceries out entirely, though. Some of the offensive spells are nearly impossible to dodge and hit really hard.
Yeah.
It's a little FP intensive, but Stars of Ruin almost guarantees.
Okay, like I know, but Stars of Ruin makes me want to die. Like, this is the worst thing I've seen. They got everything. We could probably play bingo with this. Fingerprint Shield, Rivers of Blood, Bloodhound Step, Stars of Ruin, Blood Flame Exploit.
It's at least some damage while setting you up for follow-up attacks. When choosing a staff or seal to cast your spells from, keep in mind what attributes scale their power.
Stars of
and
ruining
their additional
my
passive
life.
effects found in their descriptions. For instance, the Frenzied Flame Seal scales with dexterity, strength, faith, and intelligence, allowing for your incantations to be powered up from all of these stats.
That's true.
In addition, this specific seal boosts Frenzied Flame incantations by 20%, making spells like Frenzied Burst incredibly strong. Pay attention
That's
to
true.
your staff's attribute scaling as well. The Meteorite staff starts with an S scaling in intelligence, along with a 30% boost to the power of your gravity spells. Lusat's Glintstone staff doesn't have as much scaling power, but it does increase the potency of all your sorceries by 10% at the cost of more expensive spells.
That's
Also,
true.
there are a lot of intelligence weapons that, when combined with sorceries, can be devastating, such as Moonveil and the Dark Moon Greatsword. One last thing to note,
That's true.
a lot of sorceries and incantations can be charged by holding down the casting button. Charged spells do more damage, and can increase their range at the cost of an increased spellcasting time. Use this to throw off an opponent's dodge timing, or cut your
I mean,
cast short.
this is good stuff to like have somewhere. Like, this is valid. This is fair, because like this is sort of, I say basic, but not in a bad way. It's basic stuff. A lot of this time people forget this or don't think about it, or they don't read the spell. It does tell you which spell can be charged up. That's fine. Apparently, the thumbs down add-on shows this video is super ratio, but I can't test it myself. I have it open on, I don't have that add-on on Chrome because I don't use Chrome. Dang, I should have added on this. I totally forgot. Some of this actually good tips is just that newer players will be able to tell the difference, which sucks. That's true. They don't go into detail, and I understand that to a point, right? But they go like, hey, by the way, you can charge certain spells to make them stronger and blah, blah. Good. And they go, just parry. Like, no detail. And it's tough. It's sort of, it's really tough to explain why this is a damaging video if you don't know. And like I know I'm memeing it for content. I mean, that's like, I'm just doing it for, it's funny, it's hilarious. But in all seriousness, this is like it's just damaging in some ways because of the stuff they're promoting, and they're not explaining things very well.
For a quicker recovery. Just like with your weapon choice, there are a lot of good options to pick for talismans.
I'm curious
Here are
what
just
they
some of
suggest
our
here.
favorites. If you're building a caster, the Radagon's icon increases your casting speed as if
True.
you had 30 more points in dexterity. If you find yourself focused on your weapon skill,
The sound. No, stop.
the Shard of Alexander
I'm flashing back.
boosts its damage by 15%. The
True.
+5 to Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity from Radagon's Source Seal more than makes up for the 15% increase in coming damage.
No, it doesn't though. But it doesn't though. No, you can't just say that. It doesn't. You don't want to use that at a high level. You get diminishing returns. You can't. Holy shit, this is what I mean. This is actively incorrect. This is confidently incorrect. When you have Radigans on at a really high level, that percentage is worse than the stats you get. It's not worth it. At level 209, you should not be using a source seal. Good God. This is like basic math shit. Oh my lord, no.
Especially if you prioritize.
This is what I mean by being damaging, because they give super basic advice like haha forehead, like just parry, and then they give like this is no.
With other great talismans like the Erd Tree's Favor +2 or the Crimson Amber Medallion.
Those are good talismans.
The Bull Goat's talisman increases poise by
good for poise.
33%.
Do you really need
the
133 though?
Arsenal provides a 19% increase to the max equip
with the Bull Goats, you're gonna need that, honey.
Use heavier armor and weapons. Finally, the Dragon Crest Great Shield talisman.
You don't want to use this in PvP. You don't want to use this in PvP. It's not that good. It's not. The physical defense is significantly nerfed in PvP. Like, you don't. Like, no. 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 Don't do that. In PvE, they're good, but they're significantly worse in PvP, making them not worth it.
Decreases all the physical damage taken by 17%. You won't.
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's literally wrong. Oh my fuck.
Be able to choose all of these.
We're moving on.
Try to find the ones that suit
it's literally wrong, but we're moving on.
Your style the best. There are a few things to keep in mind when choosing your stats for PvP. Mind is important in relation to how much you rely on your skills or spells to do your damage. Take note of how many times you can use Bloodhound's Finesse or Stars of Ruin, and then choose your amount of mind.
Use a Dragon Crest as my 4th talisman, mostly because I prefer to the Fashion Talisman. Like, it does something, but they're lying about what it does, right? I mean, that mind pun kind of worked. I love stupid puns. It's a weakness.
To accommodate a certain amount of uses. Vigor reigns supreme and should be your top priority.
Okay.
Being able to
wait,
you can use Bloodhound's Finesse
this is
or
true.
Stars of Ruin, and then choose your amount of mind to accommodate a certain amount of uses. Vigor reigns.
Okay, so they're promoting 60 vigor. This is valid. But here's the thing that I have to say about that. You might be like, oh, Wraff, they're promoting 60 vigor. That's good because they're telling you to get vigor. At level 209, I sure fucking hope so. What the hell else are they going to put their stats into? ADP? Resistance? Oh, those aren't in this game? What? Like, I'd hope you have 60 vigor. Because at level 209, I have 60 vigor on my rune level 70. So yeah, I fucking hope so. Not gonna give him credit for that. Unfortunately. About to get to the juice of the video. Can there be more juice? I'm juiced out. I drank so much juice, I'm about to drown in the juice. Wraff and her fingies. I know, it's the crooked finger. Abs, hey. Vigor, I barely do her. Okay, anyway, sorry. It's fine, this is fine.
Bloodhound's Finesse or Stars of Ruin, and then choose your amount of mind to accommodate a certain amount of uses. Vigor reigns supreme and should be your top priority.
This is true.
Being able to take an additional Rivers of Blood slap could be the edge you need for a win. Ideally, your endurance will be the exact amount needed for you to carry all of your gear and stay within a medium weight load. Using talismans to increase your weight capacity won't come with the increased stamina that endurance does. Strength and dexterity should both be proportionally invested in relation to what stats your weapons scale with, but each comes with its own unique benefit. Dexterity decreases your casting time, so hybrid build casters may want to pair their spells with a dex weapon. When you two-hand a weapon, your strength score increases by 50%, also increasing that weapon's damage. Intelligence and faith, like strength and dexterity, is most often a binary choice.
Medium weight load's even good in this game. You want to run medium. Yeah, medium is the best, from what I understand. It's the same as, like, I think Dark Souls 3 was the same. Like, the amount of iframes you get from light is just not worth it for the negative. So you just run medium. That's totally valid. They're definitely reusing clips. I've seen a couple of these clips again, but that's okay. They get the point.
Depending on what kind of casting you choose, along with how much you'll depend on casting, will dictate how many points to allocate towards these stats. Note that even buff spells are empowered by a higher related casting stat. The only PvP related benefit Arcane provides is with weapons that specifically scale off Arcane. The additional blood, madness, poison, or sleep damage scales off the amount of arcane you have, but only with weapons that also scale off arcane.
So they're not mentioning the 99 arcane rivers of blood. So that's the only good thing that they've done. That's the only good thing, is they didn't say, hey, by the way, you can summon your friend to join you with 99 arcane and it won't scale down and then they can be broken. So they're not, okay, oh, wow, that's the one thing they're not promoting. And it's probably because they didn't fucking know. If they did know, they would have promoted that. So thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, IGN. Love you.
When considering your Flask of Wondrous physic options, know that PvP fights won't always last that long.
Wait, that's not,
and you
is it?
won't
Yeah,
always
no,
have
we're
it
good,
available in every fight. Use it for a quick boost to your power by choosing one of the Crystal Knot tiers to increase the stat by 5, along with one of the Shrouded Crack tiers for a more specific type of damage. Stamina
what
is
I do.
needed
Yeah,
for
that's
every
good.
weapon swing, so
What was that a typo? It is. Fuck, dude, they actually mind flooded me so hard. I was like, Wondrous isn't spelled that way, and then I doubted myself. I should never doubt myself, because I looked at that and I'm like, that's not how you spell Wondrous. Okay, so that's 2 typos in a video. That's how long are we in? Under 8 minutes, 2 typos, and there's been like 10 words on screen, so that's really beautiful. Thank you so much, IGN, for your work and effort. High effort video. They put as much effort in their videos as I put into my tweets. Wait, swear to God. Yeah, I just got gaslit by IGN. It's on the screen next to it and they got it wrong. It's fucking there. Oh. They typoed shield as well? Oh, I missed it, dude. They typoed shield. Dude, it's like they're trying to mind flood us all so we don't notice this. Unbelievable. Not tiers raised by 5 and not 10. 10 by not, oh my God. Don't the not tiers raised by 10 and not 5? Yes, they do by 10. Did they say 5? Oh my God. And like I said, I'm literally missing stuff. Let's listen to this again.
quick boost to your power by choosing one of the Crystal Knot tiers to increase the stat by 5.
It increases by 10. You're right, I missed that. It increased, oh my God. How are you gonna be wrong?
Along with one of the Shrouded Crack tiers.
They're speedrunning errors. They're literally speedrunning errors. Like, how many mistakes can we fit in 1 minute? Any % world record errors.
For a more specific type of damage. Stamina is needed for every weapon swing, so the 15 stamina per second recovery from the Green Burst Crystal tier is nice to have. Rather go into the fight with some additional defenses? The Opaline Bubble tier can absorb most of the damage from your opponent's next attack. The Crimson Bubble tier heals you for 30% of your maximum HP once you drop below 20%. If you have a lot of HP, using both the Crimson Crystal tiers to heal all of it in one potion is also useful.
That's, I mean, okay, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. It's just, that's, okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not, like, you can do that. Should you? No. They were right at the beginning. With the stats, you should use the thing that increase your stats. It's better. It's good.
Now that we've laid out the principles for crafting an efficient PvP build, let's put one together.
No, not the Opaline Bubble tier. Not the Bull Goats. Not the they're literally doing the, oh my God. They're not wrong, but are they right? Also no. That's true. I'm really trying to be fair here. I'm really to play devil's advocate. No, this is cheeks. This is ass. This is no. Are they differentiating between invasions and duels? No, they're just promoting hell. They're just promoting hell effectively. We have 17,000 views in under a day.
This build.
This is a horrendous build. And listen, I know, I think I drank too much of their juice because I really have to pee. I'll be right back. Honestly, I drank 2 coffees. That's why, really. But okay, I'm gonna leave you in suspense. Stare at this build for a moment. Consider your life choices, and I'll be right back, okay? Stare at it. Look at it. Hello. Have you considered the build? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what we're learning. Okay, so Bloodhound Fang, very calm. We're gonna go over this build. I'm gonna raid this build. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my hotness tier list. Omnipotent, hello, how's it going? Teacup Ninja, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Also, I know I'm not saying hellos because I'm just like sweating, in pain. Do you sweat when you're in pain? I don't know. I'm not a human. Bloodhound Fang, very commonly used. It's fine. I see it a lot. It's kind of predictable, but it be like that. Crimson and Opaline bubble tier. So Opaline makes it so the next hit doesn't hurt so much. That's I actually use it quite a bit in PvE. Just because I don't know, I liked it. I didn't know what else to use, frankly. My first playthrough, I barely use my physic. I just use it as another heal. But in PvP, do I think it's a good idea? No, I don't. At all. No. And then the other one heals you, so that's cool. I guess that's fine. Then of course they have the full Bull Goat set, which is very meta, very commonly used. It turns you into a poise monster. It's fine. Whatever. If you want to run it, it's fine. I don't care. I will call you a Bull Goat. That's fine. Then we got Bull Goat's Talisman for the poise, because you need more, apparently. Radagon's Sword Seal, which is a terrible idea mathematically. We talked about it, diminishing returns. It's a do not run it. Terrible, terrible. Erdtree Favor 2, yeah, that's good. And Greatjar's Arsenal, probably so they can still medium roll with all of this shit on their bar. Also, then we're going to the part that I absolutely cannot defend. They're talking about using Fire's Deadly Sin, Flame's Deadly Sin. Isn't it called Flame's Deadly Sin? Good lord. And Blood Flame Blade, they're using the exploit. They are using the exploit that I complained about. This is a bad thing to promote. This is hell. This is horrible. And Swarm of Flies, Frenzied Burst, Home Bolt. Like, they're using some of my worst favorite shit, by the way, on this build. It's a 209, so you can pick whatever you want. But Home Bolt is an incredibly annoying Ash of War, or spell. It's an incantation in this case. It's both, though. I use it because I hate it, so I like to inflict my pain upon others. Exite's Decay is the fucking rot breath. You can't make this shit up. And then they're using the exploit plus a lot of crazy shit. So yeah, that's something. This is a horrendous build. Let's see what they do with it.
Taking advantage of the bleed build-up mechanic as a faith caster.
It's not a mechanic, it's an exploit.
The curved greatsword Bloodhound's Fang has Bloodblast build-up, but can be improved with the Blood Flame incantation, which also adds fire damage. The fire damage is buffed with the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation, which also increases physical damage. This physical damage buff stacks exponentially with Golden Vow, which applies a damage and defensive buff simultaneously. This defense is backed up by our equipment, with the damage negation and poise of the Bull Goat set complemented by the Bull Goat's Talisman. This combination brings us to 133 poise, the maximum without consumable items like Balachin's Blessing. Radagon's Sword Seal's benefits are too good to pass up, so our Wondrous Flask is mixed with the Crimson and Opaline bubble tiers, giving us defensive buffs to help mitigate its negative effect. Erdtree's Favor +2 also helps mitigate Radagon's Sword Seal's deficits by providing more HP, and comes with additional stamina and equip load. That,
I feel like I'm being psychologically tortured.
Arsenal, makes our tanky build comfortably sit at a medium load. The Frenzied Flame Seal is chosen for its dexterity scaling, along with the added buff to our range incantation, Frenzied Burst. For stats, Vigor and Dexterity are the priority, followed by a high Faith and Mind to support the many buff and offensive spells.
Because you're level 209, it's not even a build.
And
also Baldachin, by the way.
Needed for the necessary requirements of our spells and equipped load.
Yep.
Our armaments have a little bit of strength scaling, so we invested a few points in it as well. As for our other incantations, Swarm of Flies combines well with the hemorrhage effects of our Bloodhound's Fang. It also adds a powerful slow-moving ability to our arsenal to keep.
If I see this build everywhere, I mean, like, to be fair, people are not going to be able to run this build everywhere because they're not level 209. If I'm invading somebody, they can't be level 209. Thank you, God. However, if I see phantoms with this build, I'm sending a letter to IGN headquarters. I'm sending a strongly worded letter.
And removes the Flame Grant Me Strength buff. But because it applies blood loss due to Blood Flame Blade, it's a great option for chasing down Maidenless Tarnished.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so funny. Haha, Maidenless Tarnish. Chase down with my exploit, by the way. Alright, that's it. I'm opening up Google Drive. We're starting the strongly worded letter. That's it. That's all I need to hear. I'm gonna use an exploit to chase down people who run away from me because I'm using an exploit. Okay, alright, it's fine. This is fine. Don't talk to me right now, Google Drive. I'm heated. Alright, how do I make a new thing? God, I'm so bad at Google Drive. New! It's right there! New Google Doc. Alright. Okay. Dear IGN, your recent PvP guide video did me serious psychological harm because it's bad. It hurt my feelings to know that people say things that wrong and bad. As per my last letter, I'm adding that. As for my last letter, I am not humbly asking you to delete the video. Why are you like this? Your video actively promotes misinformation and is fucking wrong. Sorry, frickin' wrong. We don't want to swear. They're probably, you know, 5-year-olds over there. Frickin' wrong. Also, you probably stink. There you go. Hit him with the attack. Anyway, I don't even know what to say because my mind is flooded with your video content and I cannot erase it ever again. I feel like I just encountered a great one in Bloodborne because holy fuck, my frenzy bar is full and I cannot, and then the letter's done. That's it. That's it. That's the letter. It really goes off the deep end there at the end. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So I just want to talk about this. I just want to talk about this, like, in all seriousness. They are, like, okay, I call people names on the internet, like, jokingly, I call people a dingus, and I'm just like, heh, you know, I'm a goober about it. But they're actively using an exploit and then insulting the people who try to run away from it. Okay.
To spam their dodges. Honed Bolt is another sin removes the Flame Grant Me Strength buff. But because it applies blood loss due to Blood Flame Blade, it's a great option for chasing down Maidenless Tarnished who spam their dodges.
Yeah, use Bloodhound Step, but if you dodge, you're Maidenless. Who wrote this? Like, imagine. God grant me the audacity of this man. Because, oh my god, the lack of self-awareness, the hypocrisy in that one sentence is unbelievably poggers.
Honed Bolt is another great answer to interrupting dodge spamming, and happens to be great at punishing players who try to heal. Exyke's Decay could be...
Eggy Zykes? Eggy Zykes! Sorry, it's fine. Who knows how to say that word? I call them Egg Zykes, but Eggy Zykes is my new favorite, dude. Eggy Zykes!
Replaced with any other named dragon breath options, and is mainly used to switch up strategies in case of a stalemate. Barrier of Gold helps counter magic builds by increasing magic resistance by 60%.
60? Isn't it 80? I don't know a lot of the math. I know that a lot of this math is wrong, but I don't know a lot of the math. Could we confirm? Good lord. Now those were rot? Eggy Zykes, baby. I think it's 80. I thought it was 82. Can we get a few more people in chat to confirm that they're wrong about yet another fucking piece of their math, or what? Only thing correct in this video. Oh, it is 60. Okay, never mind. Okay, they're actually correct. Excellent, excellently done. Let's get a clap for IGN. They made one thing right. Okay, go on.
All that leaves is the Sacred Relic Sword. This weapon is perfect for our Dex and Faith build, scaling from both of them. Its Wave of Gold...
My brother in Christ, you do not have a build. You have a monster. You don't get to call it a build when you're that high leveled. Just put levels in everything. We're level 209. Who gives a fuck?
Feels devastatingly powerful, has a knockback effect, huge range, and makes for a great opening attack. Regardless of what build you choose to make, determining the pace of combat is crucial. Using slow-moving abilities like the Swarm of Flies incantation or the Wave of Gold skill are great ways to force your opponent to react in ways that you can predict. Follow up with faster options like a dash attack or Bloodhound's Finesse to take advantage of the predictable dodges that come after. You could also move forward with these...
Sorry, I thought roll dodging was spammy.
Slow-moving abilities to close the gap if your strength lies in a melee strategy, like this one. You'll want to apply buffs right before the fight, but they don't last forever. Look for opportunities to reapply them mid-fight when they run out. Once you've practiced for a while, consider rearranging your spells to make switching them easier to do while in combat. Your build has to be able to answer for the array of other builds. The best PvP players will have options against the many strategies you'll potentially face. With these tips, we hope you'll be farming fellow Tarnish for runes and rune arcs in no time. Let us know about any combinations you found success with in PvP, or where your favorite place to fight is. For more on Elden Ring, be sure to check out our sorcery build guide for a more spell-focused
Please don't do that.
character. Or our guide on how to unlock the secret endgame area of Mikula's Haligtree. For all of your other gaming needs, keep it here on IGN.
I feel like I damaged my mood and my life by watching this. I wish that I hadn't, to be honest. Like, it's actually a little depressing. I'm sorry to all of you. I don't know what to say except for pain. It hurt. It hurt a lot. It caused me damage. Like, the thing about reacting is that normally it's kind of funny. You know, like, it's this one doesn't feel good. This one hurts. Yeah. Good God. This one's rough. Mainly the problem is how much misinformation they put out there. Like, that's a huge problem for me. Like, it's literally incorrect information. And then mainly they're promoting using exploits. It is an exploit. The blood flame thing they're describing is the exploits. They're promoting is the exploit. That's not good. It'll hurt even more when the exploiting gankers appear. Yeah, we're probably going to see an influx of people using the exploit is the thing. Maybe that means FromSoft will fix it, like they patch Deathblight, because it's disgusting. It's horrible. It's really bad. But it's there, so we can use it. If that's your attitude, I already told you what to do, to be honest with you. Like, it's just, ugh. Feeling PvP will get worse in the next few months. I already thought it was going to, but this is, oof. I hate it. It's gross. I just have a really big problem with people who are paid to do this, promoting misinformation. Like you're literally making money off this. You're making, like, IGN's making ad revenue. Like, you're promoting information that is wrong. And I know that's IGN's go-to, but holy shit, can you just check your information? Like, being so confidently incorrect. Like, the juice, the wondrous physics stuff boosts your stats by 10, not 5. My brain is gone already. I actually cannot remember all the stuff they'd said wrong, but there's so much of it that's wrong. I want to laugh. I thought it would be funny, but this is actually gross. Like, I feel like my soul is damaged. Ugh. Gross. All right. So that was really beautiful. I'm so glad we watched that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we experienced this. I feel bad now, but GG. That's how I feel too. And that is the Elden Ring PvP build guide from IGN. This is just basically more, IGN is bad. They're wrong. Do not promote them. They probably copy and paste their information from Fextra. Oh, baby, I get to add a little dig against Fextra in there too. I seriously feel like this person who created this got some of their content by watching other people's videos, like content creators, like watching some of them, and then watching like exploiters maybe, and then they called their uncle who works at FromSoft and asked them what to do. Like, this has such weird energy. It's like all of it is either taken from other people who actually know what they're talking about, or taken from people who act like they know what they're talking about, or exploits, or I don't know where this is coming from. Do you know what I mean? Good God. Ugh.